If you thought you'd seen it all, think again. Welcome back to Celebrity Press, where secrets explode before your eyes. Man linked to Drake's security team just got pulled over in Compton. But what police found inside his car? Nah, not even Netflix could write this one. Let's just say, Kendrick Lamar's name was being watched, tracked, maybe even targeted. Inside that car, a ritual book, a burner phone with deleted messages, and $250,000 in unmarked bills. And it gets nastier. That same man was reportedly spotted outside Kendrick's private studio, days before the arrest. Coincidence? The internet doesn't believe in those anymore. One Reddit comment said it best. Bro said too much, and they got him. So now we ask, is this the beginning of a smear campaign, or the end of something bigger? If you were in this position, same betrayal, same threat, what would you do? Walk away? Go public? Or play dirtier? Because this isn't just rap beef anymore. It's deep. Let's break it all down, and trust me, it gets uglier. Much uglier. Let's rewind for a second. Before burner phones and locked ritual journals, before Compton patrol cars and viral Twitter threads, there were just two men. Drake, the Billboard king, lover boy of global playlists, and Kendrick Lamar, the quiet assassin, Pulitzer Prize winner, and the voice of real pain. They weren't always enemies. Or maybe, they always were. The internet remembers the control verse. Kendrick named names. Drake smiled it off. But industry insiders knew something snapped. They played nice in public, but behind the scenes? Tension. Cold shoulders. Unspoken war. And when Kendrick dropped The Heart Part 5, fans swore the gloves came off. But beef is one thing. Surveillance? That's another level entirely. Let's talk about the man who started it all, Marcus Devereaux. Not a rapper. Not a producer. Just a private investigator, or so he claimed. He worked with labels before, mostly on NDA cleanups and quiet damage control. But in April, he showed up in Compton. Parked just across the street from a tucked-away studio that only Kendrick's closest even knew about. No badge. No interview. Just a blacked-out SUV, engine running, always watching. Locals started whispering. A few neighborhood kids said they saw him taking pictures. At first, nobody cared. Until that one night, when he messed up. DM screenshot, fake. At studio security locked. Yo, some dude in a hoodie tried to get close to the loading dock. Didn't see a pass. We flagged him, but he dipped before we could stop him. Got plates though. Kendrick's team didn't panic. They investigated. Quietly. But even they didn't expect what came next. 3 days later, Marcus gets pulled over by LAPD on a routine stop. But what they found turned this from a low-key stalker moment to full-blown conspiracy territory. In the trunk, a leather-bound notebook marked with gold lettering, OVO Initiation Protocols Vol. 3-inch. A burner phone filled with encrypted chat logs, mostly wiped. And a duffel bag with $250,000 in neatly banded cash. Hold up. Who drives around LA with $250,000 and a damn ritual journal? Reddit detectives had a field day. Threads blew up with wild theories. Is this dude part of some secret OVO cult? Did Drake really send someone to follow Kendrick? Bruh, that's not security, that's surveillance. And as crazy as it sounded, it wasn't totally out of left field. Because just 1 week before that arrest, Kendrick was spotted leaving a private screening event. Industry only. No cameras allowed. But a blurry photo surfaced. Kendrick's face? Serious. His hoodie? Half-zipped. In his hand? What looked like a thick manila folder labeled, Truth Project. Nobody knew what was inside. But whispers claimed it was a multi-part exposé on the dark side of the industry. Contracts, rituals, loyalty tests, the price of staying at the top. And guess what? Sources say one of the people interviewed for the project? An ex-OVO artist. It was lining up. Too perfectly. Kendrick had something. And someone didn't want it getting out. Another fake DM, alleged. At ex-OVO whistle. Got a weird text today. Number not saved. Said, we know what you gave him. Stop. Then it deleted. By now, Kendrick's inner circle was fully on edge. Marcus, the PI, was just a symptom. The infection went deeper. People started noticing small things. Studio bookings getting mysteriously cancelled. Drivers reporting they were followed. Even Kendrick's security guard posted something cryptic on IG. Not everyone in your crew is your crew. Then boom, a new leak drops. A screenshot of the burner phone's home screen. Just one saved contact. The owl. Now, if you follow Drake even a little, you know his whole empire is tied to the owl symbol. OVO. October's very own. The merch. The branding. The tattoos. But now it wasn't just branding. It was a code. And Kendrick wasn't playing anymore. His team released a short clip on socials. No sound, just a visual of Kendrick walking through a smoky warehouse, staring straight at the camera. At the end, just 5 words in bold font. You sent the wrong guy. Fans lost their minds. Is he talking to Drake? Was that footage staged, or a warning? Even blogs started pulling old receipts. Turns out, Marcus Devereaux used to work for a high-end Beverly Hills firm that previously handled celebrity intel for multiple artists, including those tied to OVO. Oh, and did we mention the firm shut down 6 months ago after a mysterious break-in? It was all coming together. The spy was real. The danger was closer than ever. And still, Kendrick said nothing. Just that cryptic clip. Just that haunting stare. When the burner phone hit evidence lockup, the LAPD thought it was just another Hollywood weirdo moment. Maybe blackmail, maybe extortion, maybe just a nosy stalker with rich friends. But then the metadata came in. Buried in the deleted cache were coordinates, call logs, and one encrypted audio clip labeled KM Surveillance, Phase 2. Even more chilling? The clip was time-stamped just 4 hours before Kendrick's studio lights mysteriously short-circuited, shutting down a private session with producers from TDE. Coincidence? The internet wasn't buying that anymore. Fan tweet. Bro, this ain't rap beef. This feels like CIA meets TMZ. That's when everything started unraveling. Police Scarlight TMZ ran a mysterious source quote. Drake had no official knowledge of any surveillance operation. If someone from OVO acted alone, that's on them. But insiders weren't convinced. Because that $250,000 didn't fall from the sky. That ritual journal wasn't from Staples. And then, the leaked photo. An anonymous user on X, formerly Twitter, posted a blurry image of someone resembling Noah 40 Shebib, Drake's longtime producer, wearing a ceremonial black robe with gold embroidery, standing in what looked like a candlelit basement room. The tweet exploded with one caption. It was never just music. And that's when the name The Owl wasn't just an inside joke anymore, it became evidence. One of Kendrick's inner team members, using a burner IG story, dropped this line. When you go searching for someone's soul, don't be surprised if you find your own missing. Now blogs started tracing back every moment. Remember when Drake went quiet on social for 11 days straight last year? Folks thought he was on vacation in Turks and Caicos. But a leaked flight log showed a private jet landing in an undisclosed location near Black Rock Desert, Nevada, just miles from a rumored ritual retreat used by industry elites. Still think it's a coincidence? And that's not all. One leaked text message, allegedly pulled from the burner phone and verified by 2 fake news accounts, showed a chilling exchange. From the OWL. Confirm his movements. Make sure he doesn't speak to Dot again. No loose ends. Reply, Devereaux. He already has files. But he trusts his circle. Won't be easy. Is Kendrick's nickname. You don't just casually text about monitoring a man's every move unless you're playing a very dirty game. The blogosphere exploded. YouTubers ran exposés. Spiritual TikTokers decoded Drake's old videos for signs of energy siphoning. Reddit threads traced owl symbols back to old photos of Jay-Z, The Weeknd, and even LeBron. And then it hit even harder. Kendrick's ex-tour DJ dropped a bombshell tweet. We left Toronto early once 'cause of some weird studio vibe. That ain't rap beef. That's spiritual warfare. Fans started piecing it all together like detectives high on dopamine. That ritual book found in the car? Turns out the cover design matched a limited edition handbook distributed at a 2016 private industry seminar in London, a gathering hosted by a now-defunct label quietly backed by OVO investors. Oh yeah, and buried in the journal's pages was a recurring phrase. You must bury the voice before it multiplies. Let that sink in. At this point, Kendrick's silence became his loudest weapon. He didn't tweet. He didn't drop a statement. But then something unexpected happened. A leak from inside his own circle. Screenshots surfaced showing internal Slack messages between Kendrick's team, referencing an upcoming short film titled The Fourth Seal, described as a semi-fictional visual project documenting the rise and silencing of truth-tellers in the modern music empire. The title? The Fourth Seal, a reference to Revelation 6 verses 7 to 8, which speaks of death, power, and control. Nah, Kendrick wasn't just responding. He was exposing. But even as the pieces fell into place, another name surfaced that no one saw coming. A name so far removed from the beef that it shocked even the deepest conspiracy theorists. J. Cole. Yep. Out of nowhere, an anonymous source told a hip-hop podcast that J. Cole had been warned months ago not to collaborate with Kendrick again. And guess who allegedly made the call? Drake's people. Told him it would be a conflict of interest. That Dot was going rogue. Now remember, J. Cole mysteriously pulled out of a collab project earlier this year with no clear reason. Some said scheduling. Some said creative differences. Now, people were calling it damage control. Kendrick's response? A screenshot of a 2015 tweet from J. Cole that said, "I see everything. Just choose not to say it." He added no caption. Just a black background. Suddenly, fans were no longer debating who was better. They were asking, who's clean? Who's complicit? And who's scared? Because this wasn't about verses anymore. This was about control, power, and the people behind the curtain. And the burner phone? A deepfake-style YouTube clip claimed they reconstructed its deleted video, showing a dark hallway, muffled voices, and someone whispering, "He's getting too close to the gate." Real or not, it didn't matter. Perception was already reality. And the world was watching. But just when we thought it was over, another name came up. And this time, it was a woman. Her name came out of nowhere. No headlines. No blog mentions. Just a cryptic tweet from a burner account with 37 followers that said, she was the one who warned Kendrick. And now she's gone. Attached was a blurry photo, a woman in an oversized hoodie, face down, sitting across from Kendrick at a dimly lit cafe. The caption? Just 3 words. The canary sings. The internet exploded with theories. Who was she? A journalist? An industry whistleblower? A former OVO assistant with a guilty conscience? Some said her name was Sabrina K., a digital security consultant who once worked on back-end data systems for both TDE and Republic Records. Others claimed she was just a plant, used to bait Kendrick into a trap. But one thing was clear. Right after Kendrick met her, his whole energy changed. He canceled 2 studio sessions, cleared his team's group chat history. And weeks later, that same Sabrina, or whatever her real name was, vanished from social media. No last post. No goodbye. Just gone. Fan IG comment. She knew something. And they made sure she wouldn't say it twice. Kendrick's camp, as always, stayed silent. But a week after her disappearance, he dropped a new track, unannounced, no title, just a SoundCloud link buried inside a blog post about independent artists. The lyrics? Brutal. Emotional. Laced with venom. I let you in / you mapped my soul / you charted the exit / then sold the code. People thought it was about Drake. But those who read between the lines knew better. It wasn't just about being watched. It was about being betrayed by someone on the inside. Someone who gained trust, then disappeared before the fallout. Then came the real heartbreak. A voice note leaked, allegedly from Kendrick himself, sent privately to a close friend. The tone? Shaky. Wounded. Broken. This ain't even music anymore, man. They don't want voices, they want property. They don't want art, they want puppets. I should have seen it. But I was so focused on staying quiet, I let the wrong one walk right in. It hit different. Even fans who had been following the beef like a blood sport went silent. Because this wasn't a diss track. It was a confession. Behind the mystery and surveillance and ritual books was a man exhausted by the price of truth. A man who just wanted to rap, and ended up uncovering a machine that would rather crush than confront. And then, like clockwork, Drake reappeared. No interview. No song. Just a 6-second clip posted to his IG story. A slow zoom on a locked black safe, with an owl pendant on top. The caption? Truth is safe. For now. The clip vanished in 24 hours. But not before every fan, every blog, every podcast analyzed it frame by frame. What was in the safe? Files? Footage? The burner phone? Or worse, leverage? And while the internet spiraled into obsession, Kendrick dropped out of sight. No shows. No appearances. Just a deleted tweet that said, "Truth has no place in an empire built on illusion." Then came the final twist. One of Kendrick's former engineers, anonymously, posted a Reddit AMA. Most of it was filtered nonsense. But one reply stood out. There was a video. It wasn't just about Drake. It had names, labels, numbers, and a voice you wouldn't expect. When asked who the voice belonged to, the user replied with just 2 letters. B. Fans went nuts. Beyoncé? Birdman? Bun B? Or, could it be someone else? Nothing got confirmed. But the suspense was enough to spark a hashtag Free the Tape movement on X and TikTok. And then, silence. Weeks passed. Drake released a song, subtle dices, no names. Kendrick stayed underground. The blogs moved on. But the real fans? They knew the story wasn't over. Because Sabrina, the woman who warned Kendrick, never came back. No sightings. No interviews. Just ghosted. But a private Telegram chat tied to Kendrick's camp posted one final message. She vanished without a trace, but the secret stayed. And with that, the curtain closed. No credits. No closure. Just questions. So now you've heard it all, or at least what they let slip. A burner phone. A ritual book. $250,000 in cash. And one mystery woman who may have held the key to the whole thing, until she vanished. This wasn't just a rap beef. This was a shadow war, of silence, surveillance, and secrets so dark they never wanted the world to know. The kind of secrets that don't just ruin careers, they change lives. And still, Kendrick said almost nothing. No diss track. No interview. Just smoke, and signals. Meanwhile, Drake, always smiling, always strategic, posted one cryptic video. No words. Just a safe with an owl pendant on top. You tell me, coincidence? Or a silent warning? Ask yourself. If the people with the most to lose are staying quiet, what are they hiding? And if Kendrick walked away from the spotlight, what was he protecting? Now it's your turn. What do you think is really going on? Is there a tape? Was the woman in the photo the leak? And who else might be tied to the owl? Brain drop your wildest theories in the comments. Firecracker hit that like if this blew your mind. Direct hit and smash that subscribe button because trust me, this story is far from over. This is Celebrity Press, and around here, the truth doesn't knock, it leaks.